Hello everyone, gshock here. Today I'm wearing the G Steel in IP plated black and blue, looking really good, right? And the price for this is surprisingly a lot cheaper than you think. And to go to that, here will be a few photos that a friend of mine took when he visited one of the thrift store in Japan, which I already shared before as well. So this is just an updated version to my previous video that I made last 2 years if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have a look at a lot more G-Shock watches. So this video is gonna be really long since I'm gonna review each and every one of these. So literally like almost hundreds of G-Shock watches in one video, but we're gonna talk about mostly on their price. So this video is not gonna be for everyone, but if you're interested to know the market price, how it's gonna be like if you're visiting Japan and all those, this is the video. I'll add the location of this store down in the description box if you want to visit them soon, and also the date of when the photo was taken, so you could have a rough idea how this item is gonna change over time. So we'll start with this shelf over here, starting from the left to the right and going down, left to the right and going down, left to the right, and so on and so forth. So there's G-Shock, BBG, and Casio, Edifice, ProTrack, and some random Casio watches, only those. So let's get right into it. So as you guys can see now, there's a frogman at the back. So this is the GWF-1000B, only at 85,320 Japanese yen, which is a bargain in my opinion, almost the same as the original retail price, considering that this is the one of the most limited edition frogman model. Like I believe 2 to 3 years ago, this thing will cost you triple than the price of this. So if you're looking for a limited edition frogman, this is it. Next to it is the one in yellow, looking to be in still great condition at only a price of 27,000 Japanese yen, and it is titanium. The one over here is stainless steel. So this is one of the vintage frogman model that's I believe not as expensive even back then, but well, this is still a fair price if you're looking for one. And next to it is this another frogman, which from the WCC, as I'm not mistaken, smoke gray version, look to be already oxidized quite a lot. So I'm not really a fan of this, but yeah, I believe out of all three, this one is the best deal. If you go to the front, you'll see the Rangeman. Yeah, this is the jellyfish, I'm sorry, the algae. Yeah, Rangeman. There's details about this model at the bottom, and the price is much lower than retail. Look at that, 45,360 Japanese yen. And the condition almost like brand new. I'm not sure there's a box or not, but yeah, I don't think there's a box. Usually they'll write down over here if this Rangeman will came with the box and package and all, but fair price, looking really good. And you guys notice that the atmospheric pressure graph in there shows that the pressure is dropping down, telling us that the weather is deteriorating. The weather is getting bad, basically. So the one on the left of it is the GPW-1000, one of the first, I believe the first ever G-Shock watch that came equipped with GPS function. There you go. This thing will cost you at retail over 100,000 Japanese yen, basically $1,000. Now the price is like half of that. And notice this red tag on top. So this is an indicator that this watch is currently being sold online as well, which I'll go through probably in the end of the video if you have time. So 50,000 yen for this one is looking still really good, barely any use marks at all. So this is indeed a bargain. Next to it is an MRG 7600D. This is something different. I mean, this MRG is the NADG version. You'll see 2 analog hands over there and 2 digital display, right? Yeah. And this MRG is fully made out of titanium. The original retail price for this, well, here it is at 140,000 Japanese yen, basically over like 1,500 US dollars at retail. Now the price is like, yeah, 60,000 Japanese yen, and the condition is still looking great. So if you are into MRG, this high-end premium full Japan made model, this is it. Visit the store. And I'm not sure if this one's gonna be available when you do, but at least you could give it a try, you know. So next photos is this one. Let me unmark this, and this one unmark this as well because we already reviewed it. Next to it will be over here. So we'll see more frogmen at the back. Sorry, where was I? All right, here we are. You can see the price of this one yet. So we'll have DW-820AC at 24,000 Japanese yen, looking really good, unlike the one on the left here, which almost like, I mean, there it is, already beaten up. But this one looks good in my opinion, and the price is very fair. The original price for this model is supposed to be double than the one on here, so you still get a lot of values. This is the DW-9900, one of the smaller G-Shock frogman watch on the market actually. It is really rare to find one of these in this great condition. Most of the time when you find any one of these, the bezel's already cracked, but in this case still holding up very well at 15,000 Japanese yen. That's fair, very good. Now the one over here, two rangeman, one of the most popular, the Black Panther rangeman. Look at that, the price is 2.4 and 2.5. I'm not sure what the difference between these two. From this photo it looks very good, but yeah, the price is slightly different, and they have this red tag over here, which means both of these models been currently sold in Yahoo Japan auction if I'm not mistaken. So this is another close-up photo of this rangeman. There's the batch number down there, and look at that, looking really good. This I believe to be the best price that you can find out there. This, you cannot find any one of this rangeman all black carbon fiber version in this price range anywhere else. Most of the time they're gonna be much more expensive than this, but I'm guessing, yeah, they still have the box and papers as well, so yeah, very cheap. But yeah, available online though. So where was I? Remove these photos, and next to it will be hold on, there it is. Notice that the one over here, there's a small frogman in gray and a mudman, two of them, one being the carbon fiber and one the basic version at only 5,000 Japanese yen round off. Another MTG at only 10,000 Japanese yen. God, this is cheap. And there's the fisherman in gray jelly over there and the MTG. So let's have a look a little bit more closer on this side of the shelf, which should be over, not here, this guy. All right, this is it. There's that fisherman over there in gray at very fair price range because the condition is good. And there's an MTG at only 11,000 Japanese yen, full analog version, both of them actually. And this one is already available on sale on their website or on Yahoo Japan auction actually. And here it is, the MTG S1000, the stainless steel version. Obviously, I mean the solar, yeah, there's MTG-G, the GPS version will be much more expensive, but come on, at only 34,560 Japanese yen, this is a bargain in my opinion. But I'll show you guys the closer look to judge the condition after this. Next to it is a lot more beautiful MTG, the one in gold and silver and black. Look at all those hands, really gorgeous with moving second hand as well. 15,000 Japanese yen, that's a bargain in my opinion. And next to it is MTG 1500, which almost like the AWG M100, so I'm not a big fan of this. This analog version over is much better. So let's have a look up close to the MTG just now. Here it is up close. There you go, a lot more detailed close-up shot. There it is, a lot of scratch on there on the bezel, but I've seen MTG model that was beaten up way worse than this. But this one though is looking pretty good for the price of only, like, come on man, $300 without any box and papers, so it's up to you. And yeah, I almost forgot to show this photo over here, basically in the center where it has this blue and gray frogman. One of the early GW200 series frogman though. Anyway, that's done over here. And next photo will be on the most right side, will be not this one. Alright, this photo will be it. So you'll see more MTG at the back, the vintage version or the full digital MTG. And at the front you'll have this MTG 1500B in titanium, I believe. Did anyone notice that this MTG over here has 18,360 Japanese yen, or even next to it over here, MTG 1500. This looks very much similar as this one over here, this MTG 7600. Notice the watch face is almost the same, but this one is titanium, the one over there is stainless steel, or if I'm not mistaken, just resin, so that's why it is cheaper. But basically they're still the same thing in my opinion. There it is. Alright, unmark this. Let's move on to the next photo. I believe we're done on the first row of the shelf. Let's moving down here to this side. We'll have blue G300, another fisherman, a lot of G Steel series, and more This one of these MTG. Sorry, this is the G's series, right? It looks like MTG, but you have more entry-level NADG models down here. So let's have a look up close. So looking at the back, you'll see the GW700DJ at only 4,000 Japanese yen, full steel. That is a bargain. And this is GA100DC denim color. This is from the FIFA World Cup at 7,000, looking great. So and they have the box and paper as well. So this is a really good deal. This one is very much basic. You get something like this brand new at a similar price range, so it doesn't really matter. And you'll see we have this Foxfire, the first release Foxfire if I'm not mistaken. And next you'll have, hold on, the person who named this model, they got it wrong. This is actually the Fisherman DW-8600, while the tag here DW-5600. So okay, it seems like they made a mistake over here. So it costs 6,000 over here, but the one on top just now costs like 12,000 Japanese yen right over here. There it is. So gosh, he made a mistake. Definitely a mistake over there. This one should be higher in price. Same series, right? Anyway, next to it is the G Steel model, the one with the resin bezel top. 21,000, pretty expensive in my opinion. This one is full metal, which is wait a minute. Yeah, it is cheaper. Probably a lot of use mark. And this is the GSTW300 mid-size version, one of my favorite, but I'm not a fan of this black and silver version. But if you are into this, you could just buy them, you know. This stores really have a really good pricing. So moving to the next photo, next to it you have this GS, which have a similar properties as the MTG, but well, the price is similar anyway. Anyway, moving on. The GA110 AWG100BC, almost looking like the MTG. I have a feeling they named this wrong, right? Come on, only 6,000 Japanese yen. This one will retail at about 40 to 50,000 Japanese yen when it first released, so this is a bargain. GA200, alright, very much basics. AW599, yeah, basic model. I believe this is a screw down case back model from the Lover collection, which should be, well, all of this model on this shelf over here is much more expensive when you buy them at retail. So unmark this. Let's moving on to the next photo. Should be this one, right? All right, there it is. So this one next to this AW599, another GA100 in camouflage, another camouflage, expensive bracelet. Pretty fair deal since it is tough solar. G300 as always cheap. A GDX fair price. MRG 3000, which I already make a video about. Well, closely similar model. Pretty expensive though. The rest is very cheap. So didn't see any more price. So let's move on to the one on this left, the right side of this image, which should be over here. So you can see now GW2300FP, the fire packaging without any box and papers, red and black, very cool. 7,000. And GW5510 with an extra timer function, if I'm not mistaken, to 24 hours. This is a Bluetooth square with the ability to tell you the notification from emails, contact, SMS alert, a lot of cool things that recently released Bluetooth model cannot do. W056 vintage models with a nylon strap. And this is the bracelet, the popular GW5610BC. Yeah, they should have M over there. I'm not sure why they made a mistake. But here is an edifice at only 10,000 Japanese yen. Look at that. Very beautiful. There's another edifice over here. A lot of you guys, I believe most of my fans who are from India are a big fan of this edifice series, right? So if you're looking for one, this is the price gonna be like if you're visiting Japan. Roughly around this price range. And the condition is still looking really good, so it is still a bargain. So moving on to the next photo, let me mark this thing out first. So we'll see now, we already seen this. Yeah, I think that's the end of the shelf. Let's move it on to the most bottom shelf down here, starting up from the left side. This is it. So you'll see now we have the G-Lite top solar model, 13,000 fair price, but the color pink is very rare, so fair price. G100 not a fan anymore. G 2100. This is screw down case back if I'm not mistaken. A very much similar functions as the Fisherman model, another J100. This is the W88 codename model from the collaboration with our rail if I'm not mistaken. The original came with a box and extra strap as well. So this is very rare actually, silver and yellow. This one has the thermometer functions. I reviewed quite a lot of this before. And this is the GMN gshock mini at only 1944. Come on man, this is a bargain, no doubt. And there's a G300 lover collection at only 2700 Japanese. Oh my goodness, this is so cheap. This is so cheap. Alright, moving on to the next of it on the right side. Next to it will be the ProTrack lineup. Just in case you are a fan, here is all of them, their reference number and the price down there. The cheapest one on this shelf will be this guy over here. There it is, a ProTrack. Some of you guys are really huge fan of ProTrack. They are sleek, they are smaller in size, they are cheaper, they have sometimes tons more function for the price. So this series is really a bargain to some of you guys, especially this one over here. Ooh, this one is very rare. PRT60BLJ. Gosh, it's great. But well, I'm not a fan of this, and well, as you guys can see, the price is slightly higher than G-Shock watches though, but it is fair depending on what kind of taste you have in G-Shock or Casio watches. So entirely up to you. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show more. The ProTrack series over there, G-Shock on this side, and the one in the center, you'll have more basic Casio watches. Well, I'm not going through all this. So those are for Casio, and here is the Baby G section. You'll have the GMS, which is 14,000 Japanese yen, half the price in original retail. Casio Sheen and regular Casio with sector and solar, and you'll have more BG at only 1980. Come on, this is very cheap. More solar powered Baby G, pretty expensive. The one on red and silver over here, I do have one of these in my possession right now in blue, which I'll share in the future. So the one over here, wow, the price for all this Baby G is insanely cheap, especially this Frogman Baby G model BGW100WC with fair great condition. So that sums it all. So that's conclude everything on this tour as far that I could see at least. So let me know what you guys think about the price for the watch in here. They are cheap, they are expensive, or they are just fair enough, or you could get a better deal somewhere else. Let me know down in the comment section down below. I'm planning to share more of this. I have like 3 or 4 more stores that have a better price range, a lot totally different model, a lot more rare model. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you'd like to see more of this, I'll probably make a few more videos in a couple of days. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. So for now, that sums it all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is gshock, and